At first the most marketable paper products were prints, lunas, and almanacs. These constituted an important source of information and culture of the cities throughout the 18th and 19th centuries. In 1847, a fogola from Montereggio, a street vendor in Florence, sold among his products Illinois Lunario and the Wonders of the Sky in this year of the Lord 1847. Frequenting the cities, markets and fairs was the opportunity for Montereggio street vendors to come into contact with Mazzinian, liberal and democratic ideas. The Risorgimento thought spread to every social class, but it was the new bourgeoisie and the young Italian aristocracy, fascinated and interested in the writings and works of these new intellectuals, who were willing to pay any amount for the books prohibited by the Austrian censors. Thus, many men from the Montereggio families of Bertoni, Fogola, Guelfi, Giovanacci, Lazzarelli, Lorenzelli, Morci, Rinfreschi, Tarantula, crossed the Italian-French Alps with the official purpose of purchasing razor stones, but, upon their return, they transformed into smugglers of culture and ideas of freedom. They hid in their panniers, under the razor stones, the so-called forbidden books, the works of Mazzini, D'Orazio, Cottonio, Rossetti, Pellico, Balbo and others, thus becoming supporters of a real clandestine market, judged by the Austrians potentially more dangerous than weapons, since it propagated liberal and republican ideas, which were difficult to diffuse once they were widespread. A difficult and risky activity, first done on commission and subsequently carried out independently. The most requested books were not only revolutionary texts, but also romance and erotic books, works by authors such as Machiavelli and Voltaire. In short, texts that went against morality and were banned not only by Austria but also by the obscurantist censorship of Savoy, the Papal States and all those states into which Italy was divided. Furthermore, already in that period, there was a sort of parallel market in the Kingdom of Naples, dedicated to counterfeiting, from which itinerant booksellers obtained their supplies. The activity of street vendor and bookseller included a vast range of action that had to take into account not only the borders but also the customs located within each state. In the passport of Luigi Fogola, dated 1855, the following are mentioned: the Kingdom of Lombardo Veneto, the Est States, the Papal States, Piedmont, the Austrian Empire, France, Belgium, Switzerland, Corsica, and the Kingdom of Naples. In their pilgrimage from country to country and city to city, they were often hunted down, stopped, searched, and often subjected to abuse. An anecdote recalls that in 1854 Luigi Fogola, father of Giuseppe who would open a historic bookshop in Ancona, was stopped in the Est territory, in Castelnuovo Monte. Searched and detained, upon release he complained to the local authorities because the sum returned to him upon release would have been less than that in his possession at the time of arrest. In any case, the figure, represented by coins of different states, amounted to around 46 lire. For comparison, a pound of potatoes cost 15 cents, a figure which allows us to ascertain that the turnover of a street vendor was already, at that time, relevant. With the literacy process of the new Italian state, a school was also established in Montereggio. The new school building was made available by the family of Giovanni Morci, owner of a razor stone factory in Casole Monferrato. The first official documents on the school date back to the announcement for the competition for the position of third-class rural girls' elementary school teacher dated 1879. From that moment on, women had an increasingly central role in the management of the bookshop business.